Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet for July 16th, 2023. This is now part 4. So if you didn't see the first 3 parts, there's some real interesting variety in there this week. Some creepy stuff, some technical stuff, some good stuff. In fact, I was just telling my audience I would love to see more of these boundary break style videos in the future because I actually really enjoyed this one. Okay, now, thank you all for everyone who is chilling and relaxing and enjoying the summer vibes and the interesting videos that people submitted for this week. Once again, if you would like to support this content, please become a member today or consider becoming a member. That helps the channel, and also that's how you get the ability to submit these videos for next week. Right now, we're in the member videos. These are all randomly selected in a random order, and I'm excited to see what's coming up next, okay? By the way, we're trying to hit 100 members by the end of the stream. We're halfway through. Let's see if we can make that happen. In the meantime, let us continue. Here we go. What is next? I have no idea. Let's find out. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I recognize it. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 old school, Xbox 360, finally. So this is the ending of the game. This is the final boss. Egg, what's it called? Not Egg Carrier. Egg Carrier, I thought is the name of the base, right? Not surprising, it has 0 rings, because if you lose your rings, getting to this boss, there's no other rings. You have to kill the whole boss with no rings. So your goal here is to try to beat him without getting hit, or if you get hit, to get your ring right back right away. It's also very tricky to hit him safely. You have to jump above the spike on his arm right there. He could have done it earlier, but you have to time it perfectly to be above the spike. Like, there's a certain technique to doing the jump. See, I know this because I played Sonic 2 a ton in the 1990s, so I actually know this final area. You want to be away from him when he's doing those, and then what you want to do is you want to be getting your hits in. You do it very patiently, but doing it patiently takes forever. So I always tried to hit him, like right here, I would jump above the spike and try to hit him. Which you can do. You just have to get the right distance, the right height. See how he goes up and down, up and down? So when he's down, that's when you can hit him easily. Sonic 2 playthrough, I already did one. They had that collection, what was it, last year? I played the Sonic Classics collection. I beat all the classics at that point. In fact, it was the only time I'd ever beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because I'd never beaten that one back in the day when I rented it in the 90s. So it was my first official way to beat it. Okay. Is this really just it? Is the ending? Let's see. Pretty much, he just does it like that. Yeah. He plays it insanely safe. Like, seriously, this is a long video because he plays it insanely safe. It only hits him the one time each iteration. He never even went for, like, an extra hit. It's pretty crazy. If you watch my playthrough, I go for extra hits the whole time. I can't. I'm impatient, man. Just like with friggin' a Metal Sonic, I have this pattern where you can bounce on his head and get a ton of hits. Beat him in like 10 seconds. It's a battle of patience. That really is just the ending? Oh my god. Does it end? Every time he steps down, you can hit him. As long as his feet are on the ground. Both feet on the ground. There you go. And that's it. That's the end of the game. Now it's the ending sequence. That's it. Well, I don't know why we watched that, but okay. Blast from the past.
결국은
Oh, holy betrayal.
정명석이 이 시대에 온 메시아다.
제이미스는 왜 메이플을 협박하는 거죠?
제가 사실을 밝힐까 봐.
So let me guess, it's the story of exposing one of these preacher-type guys who claims to be ultra-religious and everything to a bunch of people, like a leader to people, but then she's going to expose him for not being that, right?
그래서 250개 교회까지는 올라간 것 같고
항상 여성들을 데리고 다니거든요. 근데 다 키 크고 이뻐요.
그 목사는 엄청 기도하시고 성경을 2000번 읽었다.
하나님이 안 보인다고? 안 보여? 나 쳐다봐 하나님.
Wow, here's God.
사실을 밝히고 한 명이라도 진짜 그런 피해자 안 나오게 하고 싶어요.
황령은 자신을 비롯한 수많은 여성 신도들이 총재 정치로부터 상습적으로 성폭행을 당했다고 주장했습니다.
그것이 하늘의 뜻이라고 했습니다.
정명석의 성폭행과 이런 사실들이 처음으로 세상에 폭로되는 그런 사건이었죠.
뭘 찍나?
이재롱 목사는 목사의 탈을
Not
쓴
surprising at all,
사기꾼이었지.
you know. I mean, I don't know if this is actually a documentary or if this is a drama. This looks like a drama, doesn't it? I don't think this is a real documentary.
교주 김기수는 자신을 신격화시킨 뒤
지상 천국을 만들겠다.
박순자가 신이었나요?
뭐 나 안 따르면은 뭐 니들 다 죽는다. 그거지 뭐.
It's just manipulation of people who are looking for guidance in their life. A lot of these people are at low times in their life. They need some kind of a community feeling. They want to become part of something where they feel loved and you know, cared for. And then they got a guy like this who takes advantage of that, right? Yeah.
같은 장소에서 죽었다.
완전 공포였죠.
It looks like it's a documentary, does it not? It looks like this is a documentary, not like a drama, but maybe it is a drama. It's just
신앙 유지하면서
like a
끝까지
documentary.
계속 밀고 나가.
I don't know.
안녕.
I have no idea. I couldn't even tell if that was a documentary or a drama, right? I have no idea if it's fake or fact. Huh. Alright, what's next? Banjo-Kazooie. Which one? That's what, Grunhilde the Witch? I remember, I played these a couple years ago, remember? Banjo-Kazooie. This is the original Banjo-Kazooie. I finally beat it after 15 years. Well, I think we know who this is from. I think we just watched their other video, too. This is pretty challenging, right? The end of this game is pretty challenging, I think. A docudrama? So is it really a documentary, or is it just a drama, or was it both? It's an actual documentary, is it? Uh-huh. Was she stuck? She looked like she was stuck. So that's right, when you have the feathers and you can fly, and that's what he's doing here. He's flying around. Gotta fight her in midair, ram into her, right? Or hit her? Yeah, he missed. How long is this? Oh my god, it's 5 minutes long. It really is the whole boss fight, huh? Where the hell did she go? Uh-oh. Let's give a head to the next phase. You have to get her to hit these? She has to hit them. No, you hit them, you hit them. Jinjo! Jinjo! Well, how did he get them all? Did he get them all? He did. This boss fight's like a ton of phases, right? I remember being like a ton of phases. All these N64 games were like that. Jeez, it's like endless barrage of meteors. She never stops. I am the mighty Ginjonator. Activate me. To the Ginjonator. Is it even working? Oh my god, she never stops. She just pummels you constantly. Did I play Banjo-Kazooie? I played Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I think we did, right? We played both. I'm pretty sure I played both a few years ago. Both Banjo-Kazooie games. Yeah. Oh yeah? Darziak says you got really angry during this part? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I mean, look, she never stops. She literally never stops spamming. How are you supposed to do this? The Ginjonator 1000. The quite the build-up. What happens? I don't remember. Oh, that's it? That was it? Are you kidding me? We didn't have the ending. You just cut off. The parasocial problem with live streaming. I'm just gonna say this. Whoever submitted this, it's 27 minutes long. Please don't submit 27-minute long videos. There's absolutely no way that we're gonna get to the point where this makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Even if I skim through, people will be upset. So this is way too long. If you wanted to maybe consider doing like a private react video on my Patreon, it's patreon.com/darksidephil, and you wanted to get me to react to this video long form, that's a consideration. I'm never going to be reacting to a 27-minute long video on this weekly clip show. It's supposed to be a clip show. Okay? It's just, I mean, this seems interesting. It's a parasocial problem with live streaming, believing that the people on the live stream are your friends and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, this could be interesting. This could be a good topic, but not for the format of this show, unfortunately. Okay? Oh, here we go. This is way more better to the format of this show. And Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Here you go. Oscar fight. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very nice. A little outdated, about a year outdated, right? This was early 2022 when this happened, so kind of a year late, but alright. Now, what is this? This is Alan Wake. What the heck? Well, this is me.
Beat you with his flashlight, then talk about his giant snake. Alan Wake blew off Stumpy's fucking head. It was gone, for goodness sake.
This sounds terrible. So, if you have no idea what this is, okay, yes, nearly 14 years ago, Alan Wake was released. It was one of my earlier playthroughs on YouTube, as you can see. This is not full HD. This is not direct capture. This is a camera point at the TV. The audio quality is atrociously bad, right? So, when I was playing this game, I said, man, there's a lot of different things in this game that remind me of various things. Like, there was a ties to some horror movies and things that I'd seen and stuff like that. And, of course, with the lighting and the darkness, I said, I was like Thriller, like the Thriller music video for Michael Jackson. So I started singing, like, little things about, like, Alan Wake, he bit you with his flashlight and talks about his giant snake. You know, shit like that. Stupid shit. And so people thought it was funny. It was like a running theme throughout the original playthrough that I would joke about it being like Thriller. So then eventually when I reviewed the game, back when I used to do a series called The Hateful Truth, I actually cut a version of the song where it had the actual Thriller music, but it was me making lyrics up, and I actually did like a full not phrases, not stanzas, 2 iteration. What's it called? I can't remember. The chorus, the refrain. No, that's the same. The verse. I did like 2 verses of it. All right? And people actually really loved it in the review. They thought it was very well done. Even though back then I was horrible at what I was doing, the editing was bad. They thought for the time it was pretty good. People really enjoyed it. So what this is, I think what they did is they took the clips or the raw audio from the clips and just kind of edited it together with a really crappy piano version of Thriller. And that's what this is. But that's why it sounds so bad, is because it's just a awful raw audio from my gameplay videos put in with this kind of like this instrumental, remember?
I'll blind you with a flashlight, then I'll blow your fucking brains.
Oh my god. It's actually bad.
He'll beat you with his flashlight, then talk about his giant snake. Alan Wake blew off Stumpy's fucking head. It was gone, for goodness sake.
Oh, it sounds terrible. I can't even listen to it anymore. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. Let's continue. Oh, nice.
María Luisa, no te mueras, por favor.
So that's how they do it. That's how they really do it? Perfect. That's how they do it. Get kicked right in the nards. Anyway.
Well, the truth comes out. I've never been autistic.
I work 40 hours a week to support my parents. This has all been a trick. You have been trolled.
Ah. Chris Chan, The Good Ending, 2 years ago. I wonder, when did he film that clip? Because obviously people know all about this guy, and you know his messed up past and all the things that has happened to him and because of him that he's done. You know what I mean? The Good Ending. So they're basically pretending it's like, oh, like the whole thing, all the internet controversy was always a joke, right? This shitty Windows Movie Maker, by the way.
Kneeling during the national anthem is not disrespectful, but criticizing someone for exercising their freedom of speech absolutely is.
The world, according
Oh, it's this guy again. This was the guy who was trying to talk about credit cards versus debit cards a couple weeks ago. So it's his take on the national anthem controversy, huh?
Hello and welcome to The World According to John. My name is Jonathan Paul. Today we're going to talk about the national anthem vis-a-vis Colin Kaepernick, former quarterback of the 49ers, sitting out during a national anthem during a preseason National Football League game a couple weeks ago. And this controversy
this is when it just started.
in size over the
yeah, look, this is when the first time it ever happened. Since then, you know, a million other things have happened.
Past couple weeks with more and more NFL players and more teams protesting in some way during the national anthem. New England, during their Sunday night win over the Arizona Cardinals, go Patriots, had two players who put up a fist in the air. The entire Seahawks team interlocked their elbows. Brandon Marshall decided to kneel down during the anthem. And a couple weeks ago, Colin Kaepernick sat on the bench and did not even stand for the national anthem, which a lot of people think is disrespectful. And I disagree, and I want to explain why. First and foremost, the Stars and Stripes represents all of the fundamental ideals and principles that this country was founded on. And foremost is our freedom of expression, speech, and protest. Colin Kaepernick was exercising this fundamental pillar of American values, the freedom to a peaceful protest. Now, this is...
All right, well, I've heard and seen both sides of the argument. The one side of the argument is, yes, if it is protected, if freedom of speech is protected by the American Constitution, then it is not disrespectful to protest the national anthem. On the flip side of that, I've seen, well, you have to understand the reason that you have the rights you have is because of our country, because of our military, because of our government, because of every way that exists. And for you to disrespect the national anthem and say, I'm not going to give it respect, means you don't respect the freedoms and you don't deserve them. So you're supposed to have full freedom of choice to do whatever you want. Freedom of speech, that is, excuse me. You're supposed to have full freedom of speech to say whatever you want, but then if you say certain things that don't go in line with the fact that you have the freedom of speech, you don't deserve it. It's weird. Like, it's kind of like a cyclical argument, right? And a catch, like, yeah, right. Travis is like a catch-22. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. Just because someone is sitting for the anthem, does that mean that they're disrespecting the entire country? I don't know. Is it really a symbol of protest, or is it just supposed to be like a publicity stunt, like trying to get attention for yourself? I mean, the whole thing's been blown into such proportions. Like this guy, Colin Kaepernick or whatever, for years couldn't get hired. Is it true he finally got hired by an NFL team just recently? Like for years, no NFL team would touch him with a 10-foot pole. They were like, we just don't want to have someone who's going to be doing stunts like this. And that's what the discussion about our team will be instead of our game, right? So I don't even know if he even got hired or not. Eventually, I think he did, but for like years, he was just not hired by any team. So, I don't know. I see both sides of the argument. I see like you should have the right to say what you want to say politically. You should have the right to express your opinion. But at the other side of the fence, you're like, yeah, but the reason that you have those freedoms is because of the, these things in the country. And when you disrespect the country, you're disrespecting those freedoms. Do you deserve them? I don't know. I've seen, but I don't really have a definitive answer to this. We'd have to explore it more in depth, I feel. And this is not the format to really do that. I'm supposed to be reacting to clips, not having in-depth political discussions about freedom of speech. Maybe in the future. Maybe this is something we'll do in the future. I can actually talk these kind of topics. Today, we're not going to do that. Okay? All right. What's next? Hoi! Ooh, seafood. Evolution of martial arts game.
1984 Karate Champ.
Wow. I never played Karate Champ. I knew about it, but I never played it.
1985 ER Kung Fu.
What the hell? I never seen this one. ER Kung Fu? It's interesting.
1987 Street
The
Fighter.
original Street Fighter, which was a very bad game, by the way. Nothing like the Street Fighters of today. Really inferior game, quite frankly.
1991 Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury, yep. This was one of the bigger ones. In arcades, it was huge.
1991 Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury came out just around the same time. Street Fighter got all the attention. Fatal Fury really didn't, which is weird.
1992
Art of Fighting, which is another franchise same who made Fatal Fury. The dramatic close-up every time that they attack, the camera would pan in and close up.
1992 Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, of course. This is a home version. This is not the arcade version. Arcade version was different. I don't know which version this is. One of the home versions. Oh, the first fatality ever.
1993
Fighters History. Ding dong there. Hey go you there. How about a rose? How about a rose? Oh my god. This game's hilarious just for the sound effects, but the gameplay is terrible.
1993 Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter, the first ever true polygonal fighting game, but man, the gameplay mechanics leave a lot to be desired. It really was a floating, wonky fighting game back then. You see, it was all mocap. You know, this was all
1994
mocap.
Samurai Showdown 2.
Oh, they're showing Samurai Showdown 2. Another one that was very gory. You chop people, blood was squirting out of them and stuff. You chop them in half the end of the round. Look at that. Hit him with the stealth super.
1994
Killer Instinct, a game that looked like it was 3D but wasn't. It was actually 2D rendered sprites of 3D models. So people were blown away thinking, oh, these graphics are so much better than everything else. But in reality, it was the same kind of graphics as every other game.
1995
All over Mortal
Ultimate
Kombat 3.
Mortal
This is like the epitome of classic MK. It's such a good game. The run button really made the game so much better. You did these giant combos anywhere on the screen. It was really neat. I really liked Ultimate MK3.
1995
World Heroes was another series that was alongside everything else. This is the best, the best version of the game. Look at the supers, everything.
1996
Oh, I forgot all about Trouble Number 1. This is a Square Enix fighting game with art from Akira Toriyama. Yeah, but look at the graphics. They're pretty primitive. But again, it was all mocap. It was very similar to Virtua Fighter. See that?
1997 Tekken 3.
Tekken 3. The best, the best of the classic Tekkens in my opinion. I love Tekken 3. High combo ability, 3D movement that was revolutionized during the game. It was a really good game. And the soundtrack's outstanding.
1998 The
King of Fighters 98, a lot of people argue King of Fighters 98 is the best one. I think, I guess I would tend to agree when it comes to the gameplay elements. It's probably one of the best classic ones. This is the dream match where all the characters from all different franchises fought each other. All the SNK franchises, Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, all those characters fighting each other.
1998
Bloody Roar. So this is when when PS1 came out. Basically, all the games started going polygonal, and you had so many different franchises like Battle Arena, Toshinden, Bloody Roar, and all these games that were like polygonal-based fighting games like this.
1999
Dead or Alive is another one. I remember when Dead or Alive hit arcades, everyone was blown away because the graphics were much better than most of the other 3D fighting games at the time. They were better than Tekken, and they were better than Virtua Fighting. It's too bad the gameplay elements weren't as good. It was a rock, paper, scissors style game. Shenmue! Wow. They're actually going to count that. I mean, yeah, Shenmue has hand-to-hand kung fu, for sure it does. Very, very well respected in the Dreamcast era, right?
2000
Oh, I never played this one. Jackie Chan's Stunt Master. Never even heard of it, actually. Jackie Chan. I want to be on your side. Yeah, I want to be on Jackie Chan's side too. He kicks everyone's ass.
2001.
CBS 2. There was a CBS 1, but the gameplay elements were terrible. CBS 2 was like the epitome of hardcore fighting games. You had to be good to play this fucking game. Like, you needed to have all kinds of time. It had parries and fucking all kinds of moves and stuff. Really great game. Soul Calibur 2, like another one that's really, really good in regards to not only the graphics for the time, but the gameplay elements, the elements of weapons you could use. Actually had a world tour mode similar to the Street Fighter 6 world tour mode that was really good at the time on Dreamcast. Really well done game.
2008.
Oh, so now I probably won't know any of these games. I never heard any. This is when I stopped playing console games to only play like arcade Street Fighter and stuff. So I don't know. Jet Li had a fighting game called Price Honor. Look at this, Def Jam Fight for New York. Never played this one. A lot of people say this is a great one. I never played it. BKN versus Skull. What great names. What a great fighting engine. I have no idea. I never played it.
2005.
Jade Empire. Never played this one. Look at this. You're only one woman against all the odds.
Heavenly Wave.
Oh, because she has some magical powers. She's using electricity. Saw that?
2006.
Virtua Fighter 5. Didn't I just recently play this one? I did, right? This is the one that I played. It was free on, what was it, Virtua Fighter 6? No, it's 5, right? Yeah. Like Final Battle, whatever it was called. I played this recently on, it was on Xbox Live.
2007.
Tekken 6. I did play Tekken 6. As you guys know, I covered the last 2 Tekken games for YouTube. So they're showing the more recent ones. Froggy Gang. That's in Froggy Gang.
2009.
Fight Night Round 4. Pretty sure I didn't play this. Right?
Doubling up the jab by Lewis.
How is this Kung Fu exactly? This is supposed to be a countdown of Kung Fu games now. Evolution of martial arts and fighting games? How the hell is this martial arts? It's American boxing.
2010. KOF 30.
King of Fighters 13, which had more modernized graphics, but you know, some of these King of Fighters games, I don't know, man. I just don't think they're very good anymore. It feels like they changed the engine so much, it's just not very good anymore. They used to be much better in the classic ones. This is still 2D art.
2011.
Mortal Kombat. So this is the reboot, right? This is the Mortal Kombat reboot in 2011. Yup, Mortal Kombat 9. Really great reinvigoration for the series, for sure. Bicycle kick to Goro. Goro was the pre-order bonus. He sucked.
Here we go.
More boxing.
Well, this second
All
round
right.
is brought up.
I think this is going to continue. What it's going to do, it's going to go through all my... Yeah, Dead or Alive 5, UFC, Skullgirls, Injustice, Sleeping Dogs, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken 7, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. Oh, that was a classic. Overgrowth? The fuck? Absolver? I never even heard of half these games. Absolver, Ghost of Tsushima, Sifu, and Street Fighter 6. There you go. All right, well. All right.
Chips is doing.
Guys, thank you so much for watching DSP versus the Internet. It's that time again to split the part. And I want to say thanks to the live audience. You've been great. And everyone watching on demand. Please remember, if you enjoyed this show, please like the videos and leave comments. The engagement is very important for YouTube. Please, if you could support the channel in any way, that's an easy way to do it. Thank you for watching. And now on to the final hour.